Step forward, child. Great adventure awaits you.
And we are in once again. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to One Woman Table with me, the Dreaded DM, also known as Dread. Also, couldn't be called Caitlin. All those options are fine. I have no strong feeling either way. And here, bringing in the first round of chats is Raven. What's up, Raven? Glad to see you back on the stream. As you can see, I am now in glorious Technicolor. No more of that weird webcam that was somehow HD and also not. It was very, very only okay. And there's Chaos Blade bringing in second. Awesome, awesome. It's so good to see you guys here. Yep, if you're wondering what that noise is, that is my necklace. I will immediately just tuck that right in there. Cool. But yeah, everybody, welcome back. I'm actually on time. I'm not on time. I'm actually very late, and I would apologize for that. I was trying very hard to set up this camera, and it just wasn't going right for a very long time. But now, at least, look at that nice soft focus in the background. Oh, so nice, so nice. But, quick announcement before I begin. I am going to be streaming again on Sunday, but with the Advanced Dungeons and Intermediate Dragons gang. We are going to be playing a high-level campaign, not a campaign, it's a one-shot, excuse me. We are going to be playing a high-level one-shot, and it's going to be sick as hell. The time, I believe the time is going to be about 9:30, but I will double check. Ooh, hello, sneaky boy. Sneaky boy. I actually, that is one of my new favorite usernames. Sneaky boy. How's it going, sneaky boy? And Minxie Madness, you're also here. Awesome, awesome. The level? I wonder if I should say the level. Sure, why not? Guys, it's gonna be a level 20. It's level 20 one shot. And believe me when I say I have never seen so... I can't even use the word min-maxed, because min-maxed suggests that there was a certain level of control, or like there was like a boundary, like the DM was like, okay, you can't go past this, you're level 20, you're already super powerful. No, I cannot stress enough how he just, like, the DM is Red Robin Cass, very dear friend of the stream, and they were, you know, we were talking about the character that I'm playing. It's going to be a bard. That's as much as I'm going to say about it. And I was like, oh, I'd love to be a College of Lore bard, and you know, I was thinking I could have this, and this, and they were like, yep, throw that in there. Whatever you want, throw it in there. And I was like, anything? And they said, I should say, anything. And so I suggested some of my favorite magic items, and like you know, some feats, all that type of thing. And I kept waiting for Cass to cut me off and be like, okay, that's too much. And then, but they didn't. They kept saying, no, you can have that too. Keep going. And at a certain point, I was like, okay, Cass, I need, like, is this okay? Like, this is too much stuff. Like, I need to stop at some point. He was like, no, keep going. So the fact that the DM themselves was like, don't worry about how powerful you are, because I can guarantee you I will be more powerful and this will still be ridiculous. I fear for myself and for my compatriots over on the Advanced Dungeons Intermediate Dragons. But we should be streaming at, I believe it's 9:30, but I will double check before the end of stream. 9:30 on Sunday. It's going to be a good little romp. I know, like, that's why I'm genuinely worried. The DM kept saying, keep going. I've never had that before. It frightens me. But that's that. That was my announcement. Sunday, I think 9:30, on the Advanced Dungeons and Intermediate Dragons Twitch channel. What else? Oh, a bit of news as well. The channel hit my 35 followers goal at some point during the week. It was not during stream, unfortunately, but thank you to whoever pushed those last couple of numbers. But now we're going for the gold. We're going for it. I'm honestly blown away by it, because most often I am expecting no one to be here when I start streaming, and I was fine with that. I was and am fine with that. And yeah. Oh really? Oh no, I was actually Sneaky boy, I think I thought you might have been Absolute Morin for some reason. I don't know why I thought that. Two very different usernames, but yeah, I never expected anyone to show up, just show up in general, never mind stay. And the fact that there are at least a few people who are very willing and are very excited to be here, it truly means so much. And I'll say this directly into the lens. Right there it is. I'll thank you from the bottom of my heart for helping me reach the milestone. I didn't think it would happen, and I'm very glad it did. Thank you very much. Absolute Moron comes and goes as he pleases. He's like a cat. But we are gonna go for gold now. 50 followers. My next goal is 50 followers, and 50 followers, depending on some other factors as well, will get me to affiliate. And while it's not a major goal of mine, I'm just as happy just messing around and having a good time. Thank you so much. Yeah, you were like, it was so funny. We had that weird Spider-Man meme moment. We were just like, it's you. Yeah, but we're going for gold. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell your dogs, tell your cats, tell your iguanas that come follow the channel. So I was going to clap, but then I realized I would blow out this mic, so I'm not going to do that. I will do a very quick recap of what happened the last time. The last time was the shopping episode. After I got broken out of prison by an elf knight. Yes, an elf knight. I have a dragon named Chauncey. Yes. In fact, it is imperative that you tell Chauncey immediately. Broken out of prison by an elf knight who took me to didn't really say. They just said it was a room full of old knights who basically gave me the biggest lore dump in history and asked me to join forces with them to fight against the evil of Manchun, who is basically taking over this area called the Moon Sea from within. And while I'm always happy to have a quest, I personally have a problem with how hard this adventure railroads my character, because while I am very grateful to this elf who is named Todrick, while I'm very grateful to him for rescuing me, I would have liked to have done some sort of insight check or to have had a little bit more say in how I got out of prison. It was very much like a, oh, you're in prison? Oh, crap, we need to get her out now. I guess, oh, I know. I have this secret underground team that have been watching her every move since she got here. So I'll use one of those guys and bring her to the knights. And it was like, I was only like, the generous read, which I do often like to do. The generous read is that the writer expected my character to have spent a little bit more time in the city before I started making trouble. But this is D&D. We make trouble immediately upon entering, and thank you for informing Chauncey. It was very important to me. I made trouble immediately, and oh no, ooh, you mitching from work? Go. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Thank you. You gotta give thanks to Dice Christ in whatever way you deem fit. Thank you for that. Enjoy work. So yeah, I was given this big lore dump, and at first I refused, but then I realized it was just railroading us. It was very much like, if you don't say yes to this particular choice right now, it's the end of the adventure. There's like some side quests you can do, but the adventure itself is over. And it was just like, God, again with the railroading, like they didn't even try. The creators of this didn't even try to, maybe Toja could have come out and tried to convince me, or I'm wishing for a lot of things that probably wouldn't have been possible, but it irked me. It rubbed me the wrong way. So yeah, I eventually agreed due to the railroading, and we went shopping. Before we went shopping, actually, we went to the temple, Amantor Temple, and we chatted with an elf who asked me to be a part of a church heist. And of course, on this day, happy Easter, everybody. Happy Good Friday. I'm not Christian, so I don't really know. I've just been around. Just curious, will I be at the live show? No, I don't think so. Not at the moment. I haven't bought the tickets, and it's not that I don't want to. I just haven't done it yet. I'll have to take a look, because it's Smock Alley, if I remember correctly. I will check it out and get some friends, and we'll see. And I'll try. That's all I can promise at the moment, unfortunately. So, just to clarify for anybody who doesn't really know what I mean, what I'm talking about there. Basically the guys from Hearthfire Tales, which is an Irish D&D actual play podcast, they are doing a live show in Dublin, the Smock Alley Theatre, and it's a big deal. It's kind of a big deal. And I'm going to try and go. I hope I can go. I don't quite know, especially because right now I'm forgetting what date it is. Yep. So, went to the temple, got invited to do a church heist, which I think is very fitting for this day, Good Friday. And then we went shopping. I was almost seduced by the lady who runs the weapon shop on Scimitar Lane. And then on my way out of Scimitar Lane, I watched a guard just fully not do his job and watch a man get attacked by a giant rat person. My character Sora intervened on the old man's behalf, got a nat 20 on the attack, and one-shotted the rat man. It was very funny. And we basically ended it there. I may make brownies or cookies. That will be your quest. If not for the show, go for the baked goods. I do like baked goods. And I do like good times. And both of those things are possibilities within this space of the stream. You always bring it back to the stream. Always bring it back. All right. Let's get this show on the road. So, for anyone who doesn't remember, we have to go to the map and basically check out what's good. So we had our little scrap in one of the alleys around here. And I have said before, I am not going to go to Market Square just because that's where all the guards may be looking out for me because I may or may not have killed one of their friends there. I am intrigued by the South City ruins. That is quite an intriguing thought to me. I believe I have one more place I can go to this evening. So I shall go there. Why not? Have a quick little explore. Oh, but there is Arcana Lane. What's Arcana Lane again? Did I go there already? I don't think I did. It's either one or two places I can go to. Oh, it's for a trove of supplies and diverse artifacts for magic users of all kinds. I'm not going to waste my time there. I use the magic of the fist. South Ruins. Let's go to the South Ruins. 78. Is there a quicker way I can go there? Because that would be nice. No, there is not. But I am going to have to roll because as I enter the South City ruins, I pass one of these nice green dots. And for those who've been paying attention in class, have to roll a d6, and I have an encounter table here, and it will tell me, essentially, whether I live or die. Oh, one's a good thing. No encounter. We're good guys. So now I just go to 78. Nope. Not page 78. Almost there. Ooh, what is this? Oh, I zoomed way past it. I got too excited, guys. I'm so sorry. The worst thing about cosplaying Snee, don't even listen. This is the beauty of cosplaying Snee, because you don't know what he looks like. He can be anything you want him to be. Ooh, we're getting there. Are you kidding? Ah, okay. So, you make your way past the common quarter and into the ravaged, rubble-strewn landscape of the South City ruins. From what you have gathered during your time here, there was a great invasion of Zhentil Keep some 50 years ago by a large force of orcs, ogres, and even a dragon or two. The city was more or less leveled, and rebuilding has been going on ever since. It appears most of the debris has been cleared away from this area, and you can see that the road has been remade. Fresh cobble runs southward of an open gate and onward to the next city to the south, named Ulash. Behind you, to the north, a swath of newly constructed houses forms the common quarter, where many of the poorer citizens live, and the Zhentilar barracks in the eastern side of the South City. I walk into the midst of the ruins and have a look around. Mostly, all I can see are the blasted, empty shells of wrecked houses and the odd, scurrying rat. But to the south you can see the remains of what appears to be a temple. Temple ruins, come on. I walk south, discerning the outline of a temple, made in an older style than the other buildings I've seen so far in Zhentil Keep. It resembles some of the Bane temples I have seen since being here, and nearing the ruin, I can see inside the remains of an altar. The entrance, however, is utterly wrecked. A high pile of rubble will make getting inside a bit of work. Will I climb over the rubble pile to get inside the ruined temple, or would I rather go and... Obviously, I'm going to climb the very ruined, very dangerous temple pile of rubble. Yes, of course. I don't know why that came out as mad. I'm not mad, I'm excited. I make my way to the pile, looking to climb over it and get inside. But then, to my horror, the whole thing starts to move. Forming itself into a vaguely humanoid shape, the stone monster stands fully erect and starts advancing on me. What? Evidently it does not want to enter this temple. What? Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, well I'm rolling for initiative, I guess. Like, dang. Very unexpected. I was not I have a lot of crap on my desk. A lot of paper. So, it's a 14 initiative for Sora. And my pencil broke. It's a good thing this is a mechanical pencil. Excuse me, there was... Raven, again, fighting words. I have no reason to believe that there was a stone golem outside this temple. Like, this is, like, I want to run away. I think that's the plan and the goal. But it would be really interesting to fight a stone giant. Oh, it's only medium, but, you know, still, the point still stands. But, okay. Oh, I need to roll initiative for it. That would probably be a good idea. Well, it didn't do that well. But how does a stone golem have a 17 dex? Jeez. guess I'm gonna go into the temple with the abandoned altar. All the good thing. I found my +1 quarterstaff in an abandoned temple with an abandoned altar in it. You win some, you lose some. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so I need the map 20, so I can see generally the lay of the land here. Okay, so 5, 10, 15. It's about 15 feet away from me. Yeah, like I've got 11 hit points and this thing has 35 and it appears like I think you like a solid guess would be that it can throw shit. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to disengage and run. I'm just going to fully go nope and sprint away. Absolutely not dealing with this situation. And because like disengaging I'm be more dashing because then I can move 70 feet. So rather than disengaging, I'm just going to go full dash. Because then I can move further. But that does mean it is its turn now. Why is there only 1d20 here? Oh well. This thing can throw a rock at me with advantage. Oy. 19. So the first one is 19 plus 5. That'll do it. Like, the 19 plus 5 is what we're going with, and that will definitely hit me. Interesting. It might actually be out of range. Because with full dash, I move 70 feet, not 60. Ha! We'll say it rolled flat then. I was also... Oh, no, I was right. Sorry, sometimes I don't read these things fast enough and I realize, oh, there's a bunch of rules here that I should have read before I said anything. But no. Yep, nope. Sora sees this stone golem rise up from the entrance of this temple where truly there was no reason to suspect. In the middle of, this is the middle of a city. And a very well garrisoned city. So she just takes one look, doesn't even say nope, just runs away. And she looks back as she's running, she looks back over her shoulder and just sees this stone hurtling towards her. And why I paused there is because Sora has an ability called Deflect Missile. And as a reaction, I can reduce damage from a ranged attack. But part of me is kind of like, how big is the stone is this thing throwing? But it is it's a medium creature. So I think it would be reasonable to assume that would be about human fist size. So yeah, I think, yeah. It hucks a rock at me and I'm gonna... This is the first time I've ever used deflect missiles. Let me have this. And it's a reaction, so I should be okay. This is all buttoned up rules-wise. So I need to roll its damage. Its damage is 1d8 plus 3. Oof. 8 plus 3. That's 11. Ooh, I might be able to deflect this entirely if I roll well enough. So it would be 10 plus 7. Oh, hell yeah, dude. So 10 plus 7. I deflect the damage. So I take no damage whatsoever, which is good because that would have brought me down. So Sora's running, looks back over her shoulder and sees this like fist-sized rock sailing towards her head, and she just baseball style reaches up her hand, grabs it, and hooks it in the opposite direction. Oh, I can huck it back. I'm not gonna piss it off. I'm just gonna keep running. And I don't look back after I huck the stone away. I was very brave. So we have to go back to 78. Ooh. Look at that cult guy. I get the feeling we're going to see a lot of cult guys in this adventure. Just, just general vibes I get. Very culty vibe. Even when you look at the front cover of this adventure, there's like a weird culty guy on the front of it. And the court of the followers of Bane, there's like this whole like they always have very cult-like behavior from the followers of Bane. Okay, so we read this already. What do you think, guys? Yeah, you know what? I'll go to one of the houses and be like, hey, are you guys aware of the giant stone golem outside of that old temple? I move amongst the destroyed remnants of these houses, seeing the scars of battle everywhere. There is little to be seen. War has all but leveled the place. Make an investigation check. Not my strong suit. Oh, but that's a 16 plus 1. 17. So, there we go. I kick some piles of rubble and find a few interesting things. A velvet pouch of bone gaming dice, 14 silver pieces, and a set of throwing daggers. 5 of them, all in good condition and sheathed in a belt with multiple scabbards. Ah, sick. I kind of feel bad. Listen. I don't feel good about scavenging from like graves and like scenes of war, that type of thing. But this war was over 50 years ago. So fair game. So I'm gonna take the 14 silver pieces and the 5 throwing daggers. And the fancy sheath. Sora, as she finds them, like she feels like the good leather and good strong leather that has survived underneath the rubble for who knows how long at this stage, and she straps it across her chest and tucks it underneath her traveling cloak, within easy reach if she should need it. I have learned my lesson and I will not be checking out the temple. Yes, I would like to go back. Okay. For the gigs, because I will be passing through the green dot again, I'll do another roll of the random encounter. That is 4. We were in South Zhentil. Go to 220. I am in South Zhentil. Stopping where I am, I look back towards North Zhentil, across the bridge that spans the river Tesh. The day has become fine, and from here Zhentil looks picturesque, friendly even. Towers adorn the skyline, and beyond that I can see the foothills of the Dragonspine Mountains in the distance. Oh, that's a very nice picture. Then my attention is drawn to a figure on the bridge. They are too far away to see properly, but something about them feels off. Well, yeah, I want to know what this guy's up to. What's up? Make an insight check. If I score 1 to 11, go there. If I score 12 or above, what's my insight? I've got a +5 to insight. That was cocked. And it was the exact same thing. That's a 3, so an 8. I'm sure he's fine. I can't tell anything about the strange figure on the bridge, even whether they are male or female. I move from my position, walk around a bit, browsing the wares of a nearby vendor. But every time I glance up, the figure on the bridge is still there, not moving. Are they watching me? I can't tell. They are staring east, down the river Tesh, but their face is covered by a deep hood. As people pass on the bridge, they completely ignore the presence of the figure, as if they are not even there. See, this is the cult-like behavior I was talking about. They're standing in the middle of a bridge, in broad daylight. No bother, Raven. I promise nothing. If I die, I die. Well, listen, I'm gonna go to the person on the bridge. Like, they're probably, like, some sort of cult-like person, but yeah, it's probably fine. Brazenly, I stand in the center. Wait, hold on, what? No, I'm reading the... I was about to say, it's like, I feel like I wasn't in a pit before. Hey, Cass, how's it going? Okay. Casually, I move onto the bridge and begin walking at a moderate pace towards the middle of the bridge, as if I simply mean to return to the North City. Out of my peripheral vision, I keep one eye on the figure on the bridge. Now that I am closer, I can see that whoever stands there is draped in a I don't think the way I'm thinking it is the way it's pronounced. So I'm just going to say a big robe that conceals not only their face, but also the shape of their body. I continue to walk, but then when I am right beside them, I suddenly turn and move to tap them on the shoulder. But the robe crumples under my hand. Whatever or whoever was holding it up is gone now. I didn't kill him, I swear. I look around, but all I can see are city folk strolling across the bridge, merchants pushing carts, as if the whole incident was only visible to me and me alone. Did I just see a god? This is some... What? I can make a history roll? Come on. Yay! Dice Christ! I only have 1 history, but that's a 19 still. I got this. Oh. Whatever or whoever was keeping that robe erect will forever remain a mystery. But there are a few possible explanations. I have heard of assassins so accomplished that they can use the plane known as Shadowfell to actually teleport short distances. Not only that, but in my travels I have heard tell of a race of people known as Skulks, who can accomplish similar feats, and whose camouflage abilities and stealth can render them virtually invisible. I don't know whether I've just encountered one of these beings, or simply a powerful magic user. Their motives and reasons for being where they are, for now at least, are unclear. Yeah, he seriously just went out. I didn't even get to, poke him. He just, dipped. It's like, okay, be rude then. I wasn't really heading towards a destiny. Well, do you know what? Let's go back to the Amantor Temple to see if I can find the elf lady who was cool. Where is that again? 53. Excuse me. Do you know I kept a count? When I was editing the last stream, I burped 5 or 6 times throughout that stream. I'm not even, I'm almost done editing it. I'm not quite done. 5 or 6 times I burped. Oh, I went past it. Am I going to be partaking in the game night one-shots? No, but I am doing a one-shot with Becca, on tomorrow, actually. I should find out. I should look at what time that is. I'm pretty sure it's in the evening, but we'll see. I'm sure it's fine. Oh. Okay, go immediately to entry 132. Ooh. Walking the streets of Zhentil Keep, I notice the hour is getting late, and it is approaching the time when I should return to my inn. Evening is closing in, and business owners are shutting up shop. Also, my stomach growls in protest. Yeah, you should know if you're the DM. I make my way back to my inn. The street's now quiet. It seems everyone is at home with their families, and gold light beckons from the windows as I navigate through the narrow streets of the fortress city. The innkeeper greets me. I never went to an inn, but let's go with this. And I pay for another night of accommodation, if I haven't already. Let's go for the stout miner. Why not? The innkeeper also serves me a delicious bowl of stew. In my room and with thick slices of dark rye bread, I wolf this down quickly, already feeling invigorated from this hearty meal. I restore 3 HP. Nice. I like that rule. I'm not quite on death's door anymore. I'm still pretty bad, but I could be worse. Do you know what? I'm going to take this opportunity to take a short rest. Like, why not? Ain't nobody tell me the rules. I am looking for a D8. Let's just do 1. So that's a 7. Nice, and that gets me back up to full. And I get all my key points back. You gotta love it when you get their HP, when you can get all of your ability stuff back on a short rest. That's great. Right. Go to 51. I fall asleep quickly. I was meant to meet that lady. Oh well. It was a side quest. It was fine. Sometime later, how long I do not know, I awake to a sound. Tip, tip, tip. Half asleep, I think it's part of my dream at first, and I ignore it. But then I hear it again. Tip, tip, tip. My eyes fly open and I sit bolt upright, rolling out of bed, grabbing my quarterstaff. Tip, tip, tip. It's coming from the window. Peering over the edge of my bed, and I look towards the window, but I shut the curtains earlier so I can't see anything. Tip, 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 tip. Then a voice. Outlander! Come to the window! Some instinct tells me that the tone is friendly, and I move cautiously over. Besides, if this is an enemy outside my window, would they be announcing their presence? I yank the curtains open and see an elf standing on the roof outside, clad in Zhentil livery. However, something about his bearing, his expression, tells you this warrior is not some Zhentil drone. There is too much dignity and intelligence in his face for that to be the case. I do know Todrick. He rescued me from prison. He is a somewhat good egg. I slide the window open for the elven knight of Myth Dranor. Just wanted to see that you'd made it to your lodgings safely. I'll meet you 1 mile west of the city, on the road back towards Teshwave, all right? I confirm the plan to meet Todrick, then thank him and bid him good night, sliding the window shut. That's quite enough excitement for one day. Well, it looks like we will not be going to church, which is okay. I'm not really a church person anyway. Oh, I may have to quickly check something. I'm going to leave it for a minute and see how we go. My camera battery is just flashing at the moment. I may have to swap it out, which is going to be upsetting. I rest at the inn after an adventure-filled day in Zhentil Keep. I restore all my HP. If I have completed all my side quests, if not, take note of this entry. And then go to entry 182. Then go to the entry... follow directions there to visit entries related to your side quest. Code words. I may need to return to 182 several times. Great, so I see, okay. So it's kind of like, okay, you can rest here for now. We'll see. We will still be able to steal stuff from a church, guys, don't worry. I am happy to see my room and quickly bed down to get some rest. Now, I have wand quest. So let's go steal some shit from a church. Saline's words come back to me. Meet us at the East Bridge, 4 hours after dusk. I stay in my room for a few hours, resting. Recover HP from the short rest, already way ahead of you. Stealing from churches is always fun. Noting the time, I make my way quickly towards the East Bridge, keeping my head low. I reach the East Bridge near the docks and see townsfolk headed north or south over it, on their way home, but no sign of either Saline or her assassin friend. I'm just about to give up when I hear a whisper behind me. Outlander, over here. I turn and see Saline's friend, the assassin, beckoning to me from a nearby alleyway, and I quickly go to him. Saline is waiting there in the alleyway. Saline produces a large bottle half filled with a swirling purple liquid, which I recognize instantly as healing potion. Need any of this stuff? She asks. There's still enough for 2 doses. How did you get all that? That stuff is not cheap. Saline laughs. I'm from Elventree. Lots of people make potions there. This stuff is as common as mead where I come from. I don't need it. Celine informs me Azul's tower is near the Black Altar. A bit of a walk from here, but not too far. We'll wait till night's completely fallen, then we enter. There are 3 floors, we know that much, and I suspect the one is being kept on the top floor. I need to let you know, there's a very high chance we could die. Fazul is very powerful, and even if he's not home, there are rumors that Fazul has some beasts guarding his tower, which we will have to get past. Are you still with us? Yeah. I wanna steal from a weird priest. You've tried to make mead. Yeah, it's really like my family. They used to do a lot of like elderflower wine, dandelion wine, nettle beer, that type of thing. And it's so easy to let that stuff ferment for too long. It's so easy to get it to go off. Anyway. The 3 of us wait in the alleyway until night has completely fallen, then begin to make our way towards the Tower of Fazul Kembrel. The tower is in the center of a walled garden near the Black Altar, the Grand Temple of Bane. Built wide at its base, the tower tapers inward as it ascends, shaped like an alchemist's beaker. It stands about 3 stories high. The 3 of us find our way within the walled compound easily, but getting inside this large circular tower is going to be a different matter altogether. There's light coming from the 2nd and 3rd floor windows of the tower. We wait, watching for any signs of movement. After a while, Celine turns to me. I don't think the High Priest is home right now, she whispers. We've chosen our time well. He usually attends the evening service at the Black Altar. Me, and I guess the other guy is Kragor, nod. Then look back at the tower. There is a front door, but Celine points out that it might be guarded by a glyph of some sort. The 3 of us start looking around for other ways to get in. I can't move the door. I can move the door, but I probably shouldn't. I don't know Pass Without Trace, if only. Interesting. So the options are move this door that is definitely trapped, or be screwed. I guess I'm gonna go try move the door. Under the black cover of night, I run low to the front door, stopping and checking my periphery. I reach the door, gingerly test the handle. It turns freely. Celine, Gregor. The door's open. Fazul would not let anyone just waltz into his tower. Someone or something is guarding this place. The 3 of us pause there for a moment. Finally realizing there is nothing else for it, Celine places her hand on the doorknob and quietly turns. I am going to raise my staff. Actually, no, that's not what I'm going to do. I am going to get ready to pull back Celine, just in case. Like, if something tries to swipe at her, I'm going to pull back. I would assume that's probably I would say like a strength save or something. My strong suit. I have a -1 strength. We enter a dark, spacious interior. Low light comes from some kind of phosphorescence, which grows on the walls. There is a strange, pointed rock in the midst of this room, extending up from below. Glancing around, I move forward and see there is a sizable hole in the floor, descending into pure darkness. Only the gods know what is down there. I look to the side of the room and see a staircase spiraling upwards towards the wall. Towards the wall? Around the wall. Which narrows inward as it ascends. The next floor up looks to be a lot smaller, and I remember that from outside the tower appears to taper off at the higher levels. Okay, so I'm rolling perception for 3 people. Jesus. Okay. So, oh god, and that's a high DC too. So I have a 5 in perception. So I have the best perception out of the 3. But a 10 from me is not going to do that. Celine. That is a 14. That's not going to do it either. Oh, and Kragor, our guy, coming in hot with the dirty 20. Something makes me look up, and there, inverted on the ceiling, is a large, dragon-like lizard. It appears to be dozing and hasn't noticed us yet. Celine puts her finger on her lips to signal silence. Carefully, we try to move through the room towards the staircase without a sound. No, like with a +5 on perception, like oh god, it's just so upsetting. But now we gotta roll stealth. Stealth with advantage. And Kragor, our main guy. So is it all of us who's rolling this, or just us? Okay, no, just me. Oh. Sorry, that was a very strange sound. +4 to stealth. 21. That's first roll. Rolling with advantage. We'll take the 21. And that's successful as a DC 15. Quietly, we make our way past the drake. To our amazement, it does not wake up or even notice. We pad up the stairs carefully, ascending toward the first floor. How did I get into it? By accident. It happened a few months ago. I was I can't quite remember the reason. I think I was sick. I wasn't feeling great that day, but I had to cancel a gaming D&D session that I was DMing with my friends, and I just felt really shitty, but I was so bummed that I couldn't play, and I was like, I don't want to do nothing. I want to do something. So I just looked up on my laptop solo RP. No, that wasn't what it was. I had been getting into Call of Cthulhu because of Glass Cannon podcast, Time for Chaos. Very good podcast. If you're looking for a good one, that's a good one. It's actually a stream. You can find it on YouTube as well. It's very good. Anyways, I'd gotten into Call of Cthulhu because of that, and I looked at Chaosium's website and I found that they had a solo adventure. And I played it and I had a lot of fun. And then I just kind of fell into this rabbit hole of finding a bunch of solo RPGs. And you know who it was? It was Cass. Red Robin Cass. I think he's still might be lurking around chat. We had been talking about doing a small campaign together, but I was nervous about doing it because I had never streamed before. And they suggested you should maybe start. And I said, but I don't really like video games all that much. Everybody on Twitch does video games, or D&D actual plays, and that's what we're going to be doing. And then I remembered, oh wait, no, I've got that Call of Cthulhu solo player. I could play that on stream. That might be interesting. And I've been thinking about doing some more like voice acting, like narration stuff. It's cool. And then very weirdly, it was around that time I'd also gotten in onto the Irish Discord stream, and I posted on on Irish Discord stream, Irish Discord server, and I posted on the server that I was doing my first stream, and one of the Hearthfire guys showed up. I can't quite remember who it was. It was just generally under the banner of Hearthfire Tales, and I was like, why are you all here? I didn't think anybody would show up, and then a bunch of people did, and I had lots of fun doing it. So I just decided to keep doing it, and just a bit of fun, really. And yeah, and that was the other thing. My problem is not necessarily that I don't play enough. It's that I, more often than not, I DM, hence the dreadful DM. And while I love DMing, I don't get the opportunity to play all that often. Like that's changing now, but before I started doing this, no, I didn't really play all that much. And yeah, and that was it. There was just a lot of everybody I've talked to, either on the Irish TTRPG Discord or with the other streamers that I've interacted with before and after, like everybody has been so open and so welcoming. It's truly insane, and I think it's something that's very indicative of, I think, the TTRPG community as a whole. It's very much a place that's come as you are. If you don't know what you're doing, that's fine. None of us do. We'll teach you, and hopefully we'll have a bit of fun doing it. And I love this community for that. And I can't thank all of you guys enough. But we'll stop getting stuffy and sentimental and gooey. Ugh. Oh no. I don't know if you guys can. Oh yeah, no, you can still hear me. But my camera just died, so I need to fix that. Give me a few minutes. Go have a little bio break. Okay, we should be back now. Yeah, we back, and so is my crappy camera. Uh, the old habits die hard, huh? It was fun while it lasted. But, basically the camera that I was using, the battery died. So, nothing that's not fixable, just annoying, really. Let's see. Alright. If you are under the pass without trace spell, all stealth checks have automatic success. That is probably not the case. I just want to make sure that we are in the correct place. Yes, we are. Yes, that's right, Sneaky. We back, baby. I reach a door, but rather than solid wood or even metal, this particular portal is translucent, and within it I see swirling flames, a mass of flickering golden tongues. An iron handle sits down and to the left on this strange fiery entrance. Celine pauses and begins moving her hands, making incantations. A few moments later, she opens her eyes. I don't know the nature of it, but magic is at work here. Spell magic. Okay, so no, this isn't actually not my attic. This is my home, my office slash bedroom. So like you can't see it off camera, but there's a wardrobe that's kind of acting as a partition for this bedroom, and then on the other side is like my bed and all that type of thing. And all my D&D stuff is back there. Like you can like all that stuff there in the back. That's all of my TTRPG books and D&D collection. And then yeah, I keep all the D&D stuff in here, but it's not my D&D room. It's my I call it my office. Yes, the scene changed. My camera battery died, Raven. It's all very sad. But now we're trying to decide whether I should turn the doorknob of a fiery door, put my hand through the fiery door, or run directly through the fiery door. I'm not... sick. No, this room is a purpose-built bedroom. All those ideas sound dumb as hell. Let's roll a d6. Because, honestly, all these ideas sound stupid and will probably result in my death. Thermal lag won't affect me. Honestly, like, my first thought was, I want to run through the door when I saw it was an option. But I feel like I'll die. Listen, if I die, like, Raven, as I said to Raven just before they left, if I die, I die. Let's run directly through this door. Here we go. Oh, we all three of us at the same time? The three of us back up, down the stairs a bit, and bolt towards the door at full speed. That's brilliant. That's even better than just one of us being stupid. We've all decided to collectively be stupid together. I love it. So, DC 13, athletics check. And... Huh. See, see the number, like, it looks like an 8, but it should be the 20. I don't understand. Alright, that was, it's actually 7 because I have a -1 to athletics. So, 3, 4, 4. We are not fast enough through the door and are superficially burnt by the door flames. Sneaky, you were actually kind of right. We take damage, but running directly through the door seems to have been the answer. D&D's weird. And I take, for the stupidity of this entire situation, I take 8 fire damage. Having full hit points was fun for a while, wasn't it? I emerge on a landing which is empty apart from a ladder in its center, going up to a hole to the next floor up. The 3 of us quickly scale this and emerge in a room shaped exactly like the ground floor room, only smaller and without giant reptiles. Always a step up to not have the giant reptiles. This room is bare apart from some armchairs and a table. I note that the ladder continues upward to the next floor. Thank you. So we can either look around this room or go up to the... Well, let's look around the room. It's a bit weird that we're just kind of in a sitting room, and we had to run through a fire door to get here. I look around the room, but there is nothing remarkable here. It appears to be a kind of entry/waiting area, perhaps for guests. We're a guest. Can we hang out here? Okay, so we go back up to the ladder. 1, 2, 5. Ooh, look at this studious boy. If there was an option to soak our clothes, then run. Yeah. Listen, you see all these things with hindsight, you know? Hindsight's 20/20, isn't that what they say? Speaking of sight, I need to get glasses. I'm supposed to be wearing glasses, but mine are all scuffed, so there doesn't seem to be much point in it. Okay. 1, 2, 5. We ascend another section of the ladder and emerge in a room which holds 6 simple beds, all of a similar make. The ladder continues to ascend upwards, finishing at a trap door. I mean, come on. 6 beds? 6 beds. Well, I'm looking in the room, obviously. I'm not gonna just go. Crap, I should have paid attention to what I was doing. Okay, I assume it's this investigation check. Ooh, I'm rolling good on the old investigation. It is a 16. And I succeeded, apparently. Searching the beds, I soon discern that these are the cots of monks, perhaps Fazul's personal servants. I find vestments, religious icons, and something else of interest. I may take the robe of a Banite monk. I feel like there'd be some bad juju on any kind of Bane stuff that I take. I'm going to put that gently back. Under one cot is a small chest containing very strange items. There are journals written in a language unlike anything you have ever seen, a book of gibberish written in common, and a map. With the little time I have available, I study the map carefully. If my knowledge of the area is anything to go by, this is a map of the Dragonspine Mountains. Yes. Yes. The map bears strange markings in the same script as the journals. I glance around. Celine and Kragor are busy searching other areas of the room. Thanks, Sneaky. Enjoy the rest of your night. No. This is ominous, yes, but in a good way. Because our whole mission, Sora's whole mission, is to find secret entrances in, to tunnels that the Knights of Myth Draenor believe are in the Dragonspine Mountains, and that lead directly to the Citadel of the Raven. I don't see why I would hide it from them. But I'm afraid they would take it from me, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, I don't pick up sarcasm very easily, particularly over text. Where did they say their settlement was? Because that would be the only, that would be something that would worry me if something was marked. And yeah, I would. Again, it's that momentary thing of Sora has this thing in her hand, and she's got her thought, herself from the past being I could just take this though, and what if they try to take it from me? And then her master being that's probably not gonna happen. These are good people. Ugh, fine, I'll be good. I motion my two companions over. Look at this, I whisper. It's the dragon spines, isn't it? Celine glances at it briefly. Yeah. But no idea what language it is, though. With that, she goes back towards the ladder, inspecting the trap door. Kragor is similarly disinterested. Well, I mean, fine. I guess I get the creepy notebook. Map with dragon spines with markings. And journal with strange markings. That's always, if this was Call of Cthulhu, right? The journal with the creepy markings would be teaching me magic but driving me insane. At the same time. Yeah. It's the fact that it's the dragon spines. We got it. We've probably just cracked this whole quest wide open, baby. I go back to the trapdoor. Seeing nothing else for it, I decide that one of us has gotta go. There's no point in you doing it, Kragor says to Celine. Could be trapped. The whole reason we're here is to get Elenil's wand. Your mother's wand. If you die, the reason dies with you. Celine says nothing in response, but her eyes shine with gratitude at Kragor's assessment. Kragor sets his jaw. This is my chance for redemption, sister. For all the horrible crimes I've committed. He turns and places his hands on the ladder and begins ascending, one rung at a time. Yep, I'm gonna let him do it. I was going to volunteer, but He volunteered first. Gregor moves up the ladder, placing hand over hand. He is almost at the top when his arm is thrown back, and a bolt of pure white lightning flashes out from the ladder itself, shuddering his body as hot white energy slams into his chest. "No!" Celine yells. Running forward, Gregor lets go of the ladder and falls backwards, slumping to the floor. Wasting no time, Celine makes invocations over the fallen rogue's body. I watch as Gregor's wound closes over and his eyes flicker open. A few minutes later, he is up again. "Gregor triggered a glyph," Celine says. "It should be safe now. Let's get this done." We all move to the ladder, preparing to ascend to the trapdoor. I take the lead. Now that the danger's gone, I take the lead. I step onto the ladder and place one hand over the other, scaling till I reach the trapdoor. With one almighty push, the trapdoor swings upwards and open, and I climb up and emerge on the floor above. I look around the floor I have emerged on. To the south is a writing desk with a chair. There is a bookshelf and cupboard to the east of the room, and to the west is a bed and a bedside table. The last thing I notice is a medium-sized chest. Celine quickly approaches the chest and gives it a thorough inspection without touching it. Probably booby-trapped. Okay, I can't let this idiot hurt himself twice. I'm not that much of a meanie. I move towards the chest. I don't have thieves' tools, and start looking over the outside of the chest, searching for traps of any kind. Choose from perception or investigation. I'll make perception. Perception's more my bag. Oh, come on. That's a nat 1. That feels right, though. I find no traps that I can see, and move to the lock mechanism, preparing to disarm it. But as soon as I touch the lock, there is a tiny movement from underneath the lock mechanism, accompanied by a short whipping sound. Make a dex save. DC 13. This I should be able to do, in theory. And I do, with an 18. Plus 6. I roll out of the way in the nick of time. 3 darts shoot out from the R of the lock? Never heard that word before. And embed themselves in the opposite wall. Well done. Celine congratulates me as she moves forward to inspect the chest. I move to the chest also and cautiously peer inside. Ooh. Inside the chest, lying on top of a pile of folded cloth, is a gnarled, arcane-looking piece of wood. Tears streaming down her face, Celine picks the wand up and cradles it to her breast. "I have it," she says quietly, more to herself than to either of us. "I have it, Mother." Gregor puts a hand on her shoulder. "This isn't the time. We should leave, now." As Celine savors this moment, I quickly search the rest of the chest. I find a pouch containing 80 gold. Yes, please. I'll steal from... Somebody made a joke about stealing from the collection plate. Found it. 80 gold. And a nice jewel-encrusted dagger. That'll get a nice price. I'm pretty sure Kaylin will give us a nice price for this dagger. Oh, but it is enchanted. Ooh, it's +2 dagger. Ooh, I could get nice money from that. I don't really like daggers. The others don't seem interested in this loot. Tainted by association, perhaps, so I stash it in my bag. It's fine, they don't need this stuff. And I don't know that name, so I'm just gonna move on. Wasting no time, we descend the tower quickly, and all three of us are quickly back outside and running for the gate. The mission has gone well, and within moments we are back out on the streets of Zhentil Keep. The three of us duck into an alleyway. "Thank you, Outlander," Celine says, embracing me. "You cannot know the value of your assistance. We have thrown one more barrier in the path of the Black Network. Go well, friend." I nod and watch Celine and Kragor disappear down the end of the alleyway. Waiting a little while longer, I emerge from the alleyway myself and return to the inn. The innkeeper greets me warmly, and I return to my room, eager for rest. And that's where we're going to end the session tonight. We did it, guys. Successfully broke into church, though technically it was more of a wizard's tower, but hey. It was the high priest of the Black Altar. It's a kind of church. It's fine. Technicalities. But once again, thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. A few more technical difficulties than usual this time, but we got through it. And once again, Sora has survived another session. Will she survive the next? Who's to say? In the next session, we should be leaving Zhentil Keep and going out into the wilds. And with this journal and map, that's a very good find, I think. I think it's going to come back in a good way. Hopefully. It's either going to come back in a good D&D way, where it was like, oh, you found like the MacGuffin that cracks the quest wide open, or it's going to be a Call of Cthulhu thing where this book is going to drive me insane and kill me because my mind is broken by the ungraspability of the universe. It's either one of those. Just to remind everybody, on Sunday I'm going to be streaming with Advanced Dungeons and Intermediate Dragons, and actually while it's in my head, let's check out what time. No, that's not what I wanted. My new wallpaper's cool though, I'll admit that. And Cass is online. I know who I'm raiding later. Ew. No, I don't want to hear that. Be quiet. Yes, so I was slightly wrong. It's not 9:30, it's just 9 o'clock, British Standard Time. Thank you, Evie. Oh, you want to go for a D&D option? We can go for a D&D option. I just always support the homies. Yeah. So 9 o'clock Sunday, I will be over on the Advanced Dungeons and Intermediate Dragons channel playing an obscenely powerful level 20 one-shot. It's going to be a good little romp, and there may be some special announcements, so maybe not. I don't know what it's going on over there, but cool things are on the horizon. That's all I'll say right now. Cool things are on the horizon. Tomorrow I will be uploading last week's stream, and hopefully from next week there will be videos on my main channel, which is also called The Dreaded DM. It's going to be fun. I've been working real hard on the type of stuff that I want to go on the Dreaded DM channel, because I don't want it to be just, highlights from the streams, as fun as that would be. And as much fun as I have editing these streams, I don't want them to be just that. I want to be more than that. Because I love making stuff, and I love making videos, and I love playing these TTRPGs, and I love making stories, and this YouTube channel is a way for me to talk about that and discuss that, and I want to do it right. I want to do it justice. So expect that. Hopefully the first of these videos will be, if not up, in the works. So yeah. Let's have a raid then, shall we? We've had a request for a D&D personality. Let's see what D&D people are currently bopping about. Oh, local heroes, Penny Dragon Games are on, so let's do them. Here we go. Alright guys, once again, we are going to be raiding Penny Dragon now in a few minutes. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!